transformation. That's the theme for today as we come to an old working horse ranch inland in Florida, about 35 miles east of Sarasota, to a place now named Soleta. That is the Seminole name for the sandhill cranes, those big walking birds that we see all over. Now instead we see this beauty designed by Nick Price. All of this is what you'll see on the latest episode of The Traveling Golfer.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
Tradition at its best. Golf lives right here in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Home to the most historic, top-ranked clubs in the country. More than 50 courses and over 300,000 yards of green. With nearly 80 nearby hotels, incredible attractions, and dining options. It's clear Montgomery County isn't just a place to play golf. It's a destination. Stay and play in Montgomery County. Book your tee time now at montcogolf.com.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Mark Rummings, general manager at Soleta, also PGA member, a good player, and a happy player because this is now his playground.
It is.
What a great place to play.
It is. Beautiful golf course. Very lucky to be here. Obviously, Nick Price did an amazing job on the design of the golf course. We've got a wonderful short game facility that David Ledbetter's designed. So you can pretty much have every standard of player here, from the top tracer on the driving range, par 3, putting course, and just a huge chipping green. It's 97 yards long.
The thing that impressed me about this golf course is the fact that it's a course that you can enjoy playing, and players like me can enjoy playing every single day.
I agree. I would think that was the challenge that Nick Price had, to build a golf course. You know, at 7,400 yards is a tough challenge, but also very playable for every golfer. So there's very few carries. There's really only one short carry for 4 tees. There's multiple tee boxes on every single hole, so you always have one that is very, very playable, where you can roll the ball up. And then around the greens with the same thing. Lots of options to do. You can putt it, you can chip it, you can flop it. Even the grass choice here, which is Celebration, was to give you that sort of British Open feel and lots of options.
This all came together in a record amount of time, pretty much 11 months from first shoveling the ground to open, and open in perfect condition. Not like a lot of courses open a little bit too early. And that's really a testament to the entire team that's here at Soleta. And I got to stress the team word.
Yes, David Turner, the managing partner, put a team together, obviously with the very first conversations with Nick Price, and then David Ledbetter, obviously great friends, from Nick being world number 1 and David being number 1 teacher in the world at that time, teaching a lot of top players. So they collaborated together, and then David Turner helped put the team together, included me. I was very lucky to be involved. I worked for David Ledbetter for 15 years as an instructor and as business manager. And then we have Clay Batson, who is really responsible for the conditions that you're talking about. Clay's worked at Ritz-Carlton Grand Cayman, Trump Jupiter, at the Ritz-Carlton Members Club, done some growing stuff before. we're very lucky with the land that we had here. Nick Price, when he saw it, said this is some of the best land that he's ever worked with. It's very sand-based, so we did have some hurricanes during the summer, but the rain really went through and washed it out, so we have great drainage out here, and they built a fabulous golf course. Then proceeded to hire Aaron Crooks, our head golf professional. Aaron comes from the Medalist, director of golf at the concession, and then we got him from Blue Jack out in Houston, Texas. So some of the best golf courses and best facilities, and so he can provide that service and the golf shop, what members expect at a course to match the course that we have here.
I want to talk a little bit more about the leadership of David Turner at this place. You need a man with vision at these places here. He must have had some vision, because this was a horse ranch, and all around it there's nothing but horse and cattle ranches. That's all you see in this part of Florida. Yet he said this would be a golf course.
Yeah, not only did it see a golf course, it's going to be one of the best golf courses in Florida. So he saw the potential, and then obviously there's going to be a housing component at the front of the property, and there's a lot of amenities that go with the golf course. So you're going to have obviously a teaching facility with putting studio, hitting bays. You can have a swimming pool. So he envisioned a whole lifestyle out here at the club, and we're only 15 minutes away from Lakewood Ranch, and it's so beautiful when you drive out here. You get that country feel, but yet you've got all the amenities of and the golf course of an incredible course in Florida.
Every time I've come out here, I can feel halfway out, all of a sudden my blood pressure's starting to drop. And then as I make that final turn in the driveway, I say, well, I'm in one of the most special places in all of Florida to play golf. Nick Price, thank you. Mark, David Ledbetter, thank you to all of you. This is going to be something very special, folks. Give them a call. Call Alan Pope. He is the sales manager. Talk to him about getting a preview of Soleta. Tech Talk, where we bring the technical issues of the golf industry to you, the viewer. Dave Glod, president and founder of Tour Edge Golf. Great clubs, great drivers, great adjustability, especially in the drivers. But I'm not sure that a lot of people know how the heck to play with these toys properly. Am I right?
Let's talk about the simplest one, which has been around the longest, which is the hosel changing, okay? The shaft turning. And it's really very simple, but it takes a little bit of trial and error, okay? So if you don't understand what all those little numbers on there mean or letters, don't worry. Just try one at a time to go one direction or the other. And then two things you're looking for when you set the club down is do I see more of the face? Did I add loft? Or am I seeing less of the face? Did I reduce loft? And you kind of know what you want. I need more loft, or I need to hit higher, or I need to hit lower. So you just kind of play around with it until you see the face in the position you want to see it.
Simple. Add loft, subtract loft. It is a bit of a trial and error thing, so I guess you're going to have to take a little bit of time on it, but it should become fairly obvious. Don't be afraid to try, folks. All right, Dave Glod, Tour Edge Golf, experiment with the adjustability of their clubs.
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm going to go after the PGA Tour.
Both? You're going to need a great driver. The C723 is high-speed power, like running over a linebacker.
Been there.
E723 is all about accuracy, just like a perfect throw from center field.
Done that.
Power and accuracy. The 723 Series drivers from Tour Edge. The best in power and accuracy. Maybe you should just play them both.
Wouldn't be the first time. Look out, PGA Tour.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
I'm getting my ball.
Well, I know there's all kinds of them. You don't need to fish them out of there.
No, it's a Bridgestone though, dude.
That's a Bridgestone?
Ha ha!
Hey, come on. Bridgestones. Where are they?
One here, one right here.
Yeah, but it's not yellow.
Yeah, but it's a Bridgestone.
Yes, it is a Bridgestone.
Has anyone ever told you look like Tiger Woods?
Uh-uh.
All right.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
It happens only rarely when man and nature come together to form a perfect golfing experience. That vision will soon become a reality. Welcome to Soleta Golf Club.
The vision for Soleta is to create a world-class golf facility that also provides a family-focused amenity set as well, somewhere the entire family can feel welcome to join, spend a day at the club.
Hidden amongst 530 acres of unspoiled paradise, Soleta Golf Club is located just outside of Sarasota, Florida. The property is surrounded by mossy oaks, stately pines, preserved freshwater marshes, palmetto prairies, and 2 miles of the scenic Mayaca River.
And the vision is we have this existing beautiful piece of land out here. It's a little further out than the hustle and bustle of Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch, and we want to keep that feel. We have 140 acres, 150 acres of wetlands here. We're preserving every inch of the wetlands. We're not touching any of it.
The land was spectacular, but now the team needed a golf course designer. Enter Hall of Famer Nick Price.
We met with Nick really early into the project. He had a very similar vision to ours, which was to keep the natural and the open beauty and really try to use what the land provided us.
When we talked to Nick, his passion definitely came across. When he came out and visited the property, we could tell from the minute we met him that was the right fit.
This is going to be a golfer's course, to be honest. It's going to have to be able to think, and you have to plan your way around the golf course. The better you get at that, the better you're going to be able to play the golf course. So strategy is everything on a golf course to me.
Soleta Golf Club will be designed to test your game to the limit. And with multiple tee locations, there are options for golfers of every skill level. The goal is to create an experience that is second to none.
If you love the game, this would be not only a good place, this would be a great place for you, because you're going to be around people that's good golfers. You're going to be around people that understand the game. It's all about culture. It's about getting the right people here. This is going to be a fun place, a family place, but we're also looking for the avid golfer.
I like golf to be a great experience for everyone. And the biggest compliment someone could pay me, and have paid me in the past, is when 4, they finish their 18 holes and they've got another 2 hours of daylight, and they say to you, let's go and play another 9 holes. That's the greatest thing that someone can say to you.
Nick Price isn't the only Hall of Famer at Soleta. World-renowned teacher and coach David Ledbetter has been a part of the project from the beginning.
David Ledbetter has never had the opportunity to, from the ground up, design what he calls it his field of dreams. Will be a world-class practice facility that tour pros will want to come visit and play when they're in the area. He will be joining as the director of instruction, so he'll be hands-on as well, as not just from the design standpoint, but from being out and, from being here on the property, from helping with the curriculum and everything that goes along to a private club of this stature's training and practice programs.
I've always wanted to do something spectacular, because I do think a lot of people now, when they're joining golf clubs, they want to see what type of practice facility they have. We've got a 400-yard long range, 100-yard wide tees at both ends. We've got incredible short game areas. We've got a practice hole where people can go and work on sort of on-course situations, fairway bunkers and sloping lies and all that sort of thing.
Spoken a lot about what our perfect practice area would be. And David's done a few really good ones, but this one I think is going to be his best one. It's going to be one of those that you just love to go out there and hit balls.
Soleta will have all the amenities: tennis and pickleball courts, a full-service fitness center with spa services, outdoor activities, and a resort-style family pool.
We're building 93 homes on the property. John Cannon Homes and Anchor Builders, two of the top custom home builders in the area, two approved home builders.
The architectural style that we're working on is called modern farmhouse. Nice sized sites with a lot of open space around them, the golf course and then the area down by the river, just a lot of open space, beautiful property. This is next level. So it's pretty exciting for us.
You know, one of the things that will differentiate ourselves is, and especially on a Florida course, is the houses won't be on the course. So the residential area is completely separate. The golf course is a true core golf experience.
I'm extremely excited. I think this is going to be a great golf course, a great experience for the state of Florida, and one of the top places to come play golf in the whole country.
To put David Ledbetter's practice facility together with Nick Price's design on the golf course to build this world-class golf facility, we couldn't be more excited for what Soleta will be for the future members.
This place is going to be special. I'm going to make sure that this place is really top-notch, where people can, when they think of Soleta, they think of excellence. It's going to be a really good place to live, really good place to come and play golf, a really good place to come and work on your golf game. So it's going to be a golf haven, it really is.
It's going to be a lot of fun, to be. And if you love golf, this is where you want to be.
So, what do you want to do today?
Today, I want to run. I want to skate.
Thank you.
I want to see a show. I want to play. I want to eat, like a lot. I want to sleep in a hotel. Can we do all that?
We can do all that and more.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing: brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
You know, I had a role in designing the practice facility, and obviously my good friend Nick Price designed the golf course. So together, I think we've got something pretty special here for the members and guests. And so just want to reiterate that this is the Soleta Golf Academy. I'm the teaching director here. It's not part of our worldwide network of academies, which obviously we have about 35 around the world, I think, as of last night, I believe. But we're excited. We've got a beautiful practice facility, great short game areas. We've got top tracer here. We're going to have a Callaway fitting center here. So, it's all go for Soleta. I've been involved in this area for quite a while now. Obviously, I had my name attached to IMG for many years, and so we've got, we're catering to all sorts of players. I mean, I've got a couple of great teachers who are working with me. Carolyn Paniger, I'll say Paniger, better name, or pronounce the name right. She'll kill me if I don't.
Expectations were pretty neutral because nobody really, could imagine the course to be built out here as it is now. Nick Price talked about it, David Ledbetter talked about it, and when it really came to fruition, I was here on the day of groundbreak, and now I was here on the day of opening, and it's just incredible what they have achieved with the layout and it's so unique to Florida. There is not a whole lot of water in play. There's not a whole lot of force carry that members have to hit it high and over. A lot of early golfers struggle with this. There's a lot of room for the ball to run out, and that's the fun in it. You can really use your feel and use the greens and the space you have. We have David Ledbetter here as our Director of Instruction at the Soleta Golf Academy, and we're going to have Callaway as a partner. We have Top Tracer at the range. It's going to be a beautiful performance building with all the tech you could possibly imagine. So it really is the perfect place to learn golf and to play.
So here's the big question, and I want honesty here. Are you more excited about teaching at this facility or playing at this facility?
That's a trick question, but
I'm good at that.
I'm really excited to teach because this is where I get my passion from, and I love to see people get better and enjoy the game. I've played the game for 25 years at this point.
Since she was 2.
Yeah, I love that. But it's something that gives me joy to have more people join the sport and to get better, and this is what we do here.
By the end of 25, we're going to have a performance center here. So 3 indoor bays with all the technology, a big gym, a snack bar. So yeah, it's coming on. I mean, the clubhouse, probably end of 26, I would say. Yeah, so it's being done in stages. But we've got the golf course, we've got the practice facility. We're actually still tweaking it. We're going to make it a little bit longer for these long hitters these days. And it's really, to me, a practice facility lends itself to people wanting to really improve their golf game.
You definitely have everything I need. You said there's a snack bar, so I can come here and have beers in between when I'm hitting shots. I'll probably practice more.
There you go. That's what we hope. That's for sure.
When I heard about Nick Price being able to be the designer here at Soleta, I was very excited because I was actually thinking that the best course in Florida could be MacArthur over in Jupiter. And when Nick decided to design this wonderful piece golf course here in Mayaca, I was extremely excited. But
Nick did MacArthur.
Nick did MacArthur, and there's 2 or 3 really good courses, and most people think that's probably the best course in Florida. Now he's got his handprint here, which could be the best course in Florida. And it's exciting to be the club and see it transform into what Nick has, really wanted it to be. It's exciting to see that a lot of golf that he has designed don't have a lot of water in play. It plays very firm and fast. I think it's a great course for high handicappers and even a tour player.
10 lakes out here, and I didn't dunk a single ball in the water the other day.
Well, that's impressive. I mean, most Florida golf courses, as you know, you're playing around water, hitting over water. Well, Soleta's a little bit different. We didn't have any lakes out here. We dug them to build the golf course, and we try to avoid having water on the golf course, so it'd be a little bit funner. You don't lose golf balls, and you find your golf ball, and I think it makes golf a lot more fun in Florida when you don't have a lot of water on the golf course.
From day one at Soleta, these Tip Eagle greens were absolutely perfect.
We look to have the clubhouse finished sometime late 2026. And then our next amenity is going to be our performance center on the driving range, which is really spectacular. That and some cottages and the pool and tennis will go in later this summer of 2025. So really a lot happening in the next year here.
And the cottages are going to be for people who are members. Maybe they live an hour away, but they want to stay overnight, or maybe they live 2 states away and want to come in for a few days. That's their little hotel right here.
It is. We're excited about that. A lot of clubs in Florida, a lot of clubs, especially in the South, has cottages. So if you're a national member, you're able to bring your guests down, stay for the weekend, have a place to stay, never leave property.
Aaron Crooks, head golf professional at Soleta. And Aaron, you've got some great looking merchandise already.
Appreciate that.
But you had a head start.
We did have a head start.
You got a great logo. Tell me about it.
So our sandhill crane is actually, Soleta is Native American for sandhill crane. So voila, we got the bird.
First birdie of the day right here.
Exactly.
Before you even leave the golf shop. And that's important because if you don't have a good logo, the people aren't going to want to wear the merchandise.
That's absolutely true. I've been at some spots where it was a little bit of a tough logo. This one's a very easy sell.
Yeah.
But our pal Kevin Bacon designed that for us. He's actually in the middle of designing a second one for the Colt, which is our par 3. That'll be open this spring. So we'll be excited to see what he comes up with next.
And who doesn't love bacon? We have finally made it to the rest stop. And Ava's going to make the signature drink here at Soleta. It's called the Watchman.
The Watchman.
Oh, how about that? Soleta is the Seminole Indian word for the sandhill cranes. And as they stand there checking, their nickname is a Watchman. So, Watchman. I like the start. So it's like quite a concoction. Of course, it's in the Soleta glass.
There you go.
Thank you, Ava.
Of course.
Boy, is it good. We've come to the end of the trail. Number 18 at Soleta. Last chance for a par, but I've got to get it up and down. Before I do that, I want to say thank you to everyone here at Soleta for their hospitality, their help in putting this show together, and nobody more so than the one and only Nick Price for designing another beauty here in Florida.
Tour Edge, the official club of Traveling Golfer. Bridgestone, the official ball of Traveling Golfer.
American Fit is the official apparel sponsor of the Traveling Golfer, the finest in feel and the finest in fashion.